Do you think I'm lazy? Are you calling me useless? My mother never worked a day in her life, and neither does yours. Are you saying they are lazy too?
But they don't spend like you do.
Once upon a time, in the vibrant village of Karam, located in the heart of Africa, there lived a man named Chief Aid. He was not just any man. He was incredibly wealthy and wise, and everyone in town looked up to him for advice on important matters. Chief Aid was also known for his big heart. He loved helping those who didn't have much, and because of his kindness, people greatly admired him. Chief Aid had a beautiful family with 3 children named Jamal, Aisha, and Zara. Jamal, his only son, held a special place in his parents' hearts. Both Chief Aid and his wife, Fatima, worked tirelessly to teach him good manners and kindness, hoping he would grow up to be just like his father. The family was blessed with enough wealth to send all their children to the best schools abroad. As years passed, Jamal finished his studies and chose to live abroad instead of returning to Karam. This worried his parents greatly. Jamal was now 32 years old, still unmarried, and had not yet taken steps to start handling his father's vast business, a business he was expected to lead one day. His parents knew that for the business and their future to be secure, he needed to learn the ropes and start taking responsibility. Realizing the urgency of the situation, Chief Aid and Fatima started urging Jamal more and more to come back home. They wanted him to understand the importance of his role in the family business and to take up the mantle his father would one day pass down to him. They hoped that Jamal would feel the pull of home and return to step into the shoes waiting just for him. After much talking and many heartfelt letters, Jamal finally decided to come back home to Karam. His parents, Chief Aid and Fatima, were overjoyed to see him after so long. They had missed him terribly and had many hopes for his future. The very first thing on their list was for Jamal to get married. They believed that finding a kind and loving partner would make his life happier and more complete. They wanted him to have someone to share his joys and challenges, especially as he took on more responsibilities in his father's business. Chief Aid had a very close friend in the community who was a wise and respected lawyer. This friend had a daughter named Zainab, who was as kind as she was beautiful. From the moment Zainab was a little girl, Chief Aid had secretly hoped that one day she might become his son Jamal's wife. So when Jamal returned home, Chief Aid saw a perfect opportunity. He planned a special dinner, inviting his lawyer friend and his family, hoping that Jamal and Zainab would get to know each other better. The night was filled with laughter and stories, and Jamal couldn't help but notice Zainab's gentle manner and bright smile. As the evening went on, Jamal found himself enjoying Zainab's company more and more. After dinner, Jamal and Zainab found themselves walking together in the garden, enjoying the cool evening breeze as the stars began to twinkle in the night sky. Jamal gathered his courage and asked Zainab if she would like to go out with him. Zainab smiled warmly and agreed, making Jamal's heart leap with joy. On their date, Zainab arrived looking even more beautiful than Jamal remembered. Her dress swirled around as she moved, and her smile lit up the evening. Jamal was completely enchanted. Zainab's kindness and laughter filled the air, making every moment feel special. They quickly discovered shared interests and joys, from their favorite food to stories about their childhood. Zainab enjoyed shopping, so they spent many afternoons exploring the colorful markets and stylish shops. Jamal loved seeing how happy it made her, picking out clothes and beautiful things. Their days were filled with laughter and new adventures, making them feel closer with each passing moment. To Zainab, Jamal was not only handsome, but also came from a respected and wealthy family, which was very important to her. They clicked so naturally, as if they had been friends for years. Jamal was head over heels in love with Zainab, and it wasn't long before both their families noticed how perfect they were for each other. Seeing their happiness, the families soon began planning a wedding. Chief Aid, thrilled to see his son so in love, decided to throw a grand party to celebrate Jamal and Zainab's union. It was a lavish affair with music, dancing, and joy, making a perfect beginning to Jamal and Zainab's life together. Chief Aid, wanting to give Jamal and Zainab the best start in their new life, surprised them with a magnificent wedding gift, a beautiful newly built house that was fully furnished and decorated. Each room was thoughtfully designed to be cozy and welcoming, perfect for the young couple to build their future. Jamal and Zainab were overjoyed when they saw the house. It was more than they had ever dreamed of, complete with a lovely garden and a view that caught the golden sunset each evening. The couple felt incredibly grateful and lucky to have such a wonderful place to call their own. It was a fantastic beginning to their married life, filled with happiness and the promise of many joyful years ahead. A few weeks after their wedding, Jamal began to notice something about Zainab that concerned him. She had a habit of spending lots of money, more than he had realized before they were married. Zainab loved to keep up with the latest trends, and she spent hours each day scrolling through social media to see what was new and fashionable. Whenever she found something she liked, which was often, she would head out to the mall to shop. Whether it was clothes, accessories, or home decor, Zainab seemed to be buying something new all the time. This worried Jamal as the expenses began to climb higher than he expected. He wondered how to talk to Zainab about her spending without upsetting her. He wanted them to plan for the future together, but to do that, they needed to manage their money wisely. Jamal grew up watching his father, Chief Aid, manage wealth with a careful and thoughtful approach. Chief Aid never lived extravagantly. He believed in saving for the future and investing wisely. This was a lesson Jamal had taken to heart, which is why Zainab's spending habits started to worry him deeply. In hopes of finding a solution, Jamal thought it might help if Zainab could have her own income. Since she was a trained accountant, Jamal suggested that she could take on freelance accounting work. Zainab was hesitant at first, saying she preferred to enjoy her time and not work too hard. But seeing how important it was to Jamal, she agreed to give it a try. Soon Zainab started taking on small accounting projects from home. At first, she found it challenging to balance her love for shopping with her work responsibilities. But as time went on, Zainab discovered a newfound sense of satisfaction in earning her own money. She realized that the joy of spending was even sweeter when she knew she had worked hard to earn it. As Zainab grew more mindful of their finances, Jamal felt relieved and proud of her. He admired her determination to make their future secure. Their conversations shifted from arguments about spending to discussions about their shared goals and dreams. They talked about saving for a house of their own, traveling to new places, and starting a family one day. With Zainab's support and hard work, Jamal's worries about their finances faded away. He saw how much she had grown, not just as a wife, but as a partner who shared his values and dreams. They were a team, facing challenges together and celebrating victories as one. Years passed, and Jamal and Zainab's love only grew stronger. They became known in the community not just for their love story, but also for their generosity. They often organized charity events, helping those in need, just like Jamal's father had taught him. Chief Aid and Fatima watched with pride as their son and daughter-in-law became pillars of the community, spreading kindness and love wherever they went. As for Chief Aid, he couldn't have been happier with how everything turned out. Seeing his son happy and successful in both love and business was a dream come true. He knew that the future of their family business was secure with Jamal at the helm, guided by Zainab's wisdom and love. And so the tale of Jamal and Zainab became a legend in the village of Karam, a story of love, growth, and the power of working together towards a shared future. As the years passed, their love story continued to inspire others, reminding everyone that with dedication, understanding, and a little bit of compromise, any challenge can be overcome, and every dream can be realized.